Hey, this is Al McGee with your Entertainment Ticket. I am the film critic for Your Entertainment Ticket. The film I'm going to talk about right now is called Foxcatcher. Now, this is directed by Bennett Miller. You know, this guy's had some great success in the past. Now, in this film, he has Steve Carell. Now, what is this film about? This film about wrestling and the rich and control of other people. Also in this film is Shannon Tatum, Mark Ruffalo, Vanessa Redgrave, yeah, she's still around, Sienna Miller, Anthony Michael Hall, and Dave Bennett. Now, like I said, this film is about wrestling and rich people. Well, actually, a rich person. The rich person is millionaire John DuPont. You know, they made a lot of money when there were wars, and also the chemical company too. John DuPont, you know, he wanted a relationship with the top wrestlers in the 90s at the time. That was Mark and David Schultz. And he wanted to make wrestling number one, or at least the best for the United States, in the United States. So he invited these two guys to his home. First, he invited Mark to his home so he can train and things like that, show him the luxury that he lives in, and wanted to develop a team. So Mark told his brother, come on, but his brother Dave said, nah, this guy's too strange and I got other things to do. But Dave realized that John DuPont was a little bit serious about this. But was he skeptical for a reason in the beginning? Well, the film opens up, you see Mark, he's practicing by himself, then he practiced with his brother, and he shows that his brother is really pushing him and helping him to be a better wrestler. Now, Foxcatcher is a story about a man who wants to impress his mother because his mother loved horses, and, you know, she loved that sport more than anything. And it's about another man who wanted to escape the shadow of his brother because, you know, Mark was trained and developed by his brother, and his brother was living a good life. His brother was married, he had a couple of kids, you know, and he was doing it. But Mark was a lonely guy. He was all by himself, and he really didn't have any real friends. And this film also talks about wealth, you know, and dedication and having a lot of money, but also, again, relationships between brother, mother, and son. I will admit this. Many people are talking about Steve Carell. He did a very impressive job. He really reminded me of John DuPont. But I feel the best actor in this is Mark Ruffalo. You know, he's playing Dave. When he came on screen, especially when he was interacting with Shannon and Steve, I thought this is some of his best acting he's done in a long time. In fact, I'm going to say this as a film critic. All three of these men have some of the best acting I've seen them do in anything lately. They all was impressive, and I really enjoyed the acting. The only thing I really didn't enjoy about this film is the pacing. It's a little slow for the way this film is setting up, but you got to have a lot of patience to get the rewards for the end of this movie. This is a sad story, but it's a true human story. I feel that the director, Bennett Miller, did his best in this film, and this is a very good film. Again, brilliant story, brilliant acting, slow pace. I'm giving this 3.5 palm trees from Al McGee with Your Entertainment Ticket.
We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. Yeticket.com. We are your